Hey everyone, this is Michael again, and welcome to the AEW Dynamite review. Dynamite tonight was from the Cable Dahmer Arena in Independence, Missouri. And Dynamite tonight, while it wasn't one of their strongest shows in my opinion, I thought the show was okay, but it was basically a filler show in my opinion. Because we saw a Battle Royal happen tonight. Whoever won the Battle Royal faced JON MOXLEY in the main event. And whoever won the main event, whether it was JON MOXLEY or the winner of the Battle Royal, will get to earn a interim AEW World Championship at Forbidden Door. So, we saw that tonight. We also saw Pac versus Buddy Matthews. Hangman Page was in action, and he had taken on David Finlay. The AEW Women's World Championship was on the line, where Thunder Rosa defend the title against Marina Shafir. Yeah, we all know how that match turned out to be tonight. So, but that was Dynamite, and then the main event, Moxley versus whoever won the Battle Royal. So, Dynamite, okay show tonight, but just a filler show, in my opinion. But let's jump right in with the review. Dynamite opened up tonight with the Battle Royal. The winner of the Battle Royal will get to face JON MOXLEY, and the winner of the main event will compete for the interim AEW World Championship. And basically, this whole Battle Royal was just filler, in my opinion. So we had Darby Allin end up coming out, Daniel Garcia, and then Tony Nese, Lance Archer, and Eddie Kingston. So those were the 5 entrants who came out to start off the Battle Royal. Eddie Kingston immediately went at Daniel Garcia. Both him and Garcia were brawling. Tony Nese ended up taking it to Lance Archer. Lance Archer came back. He ended up chokeslamming Tony Nese. So Darby Allin ended up hitting Lance Archer on the back with his skateboard. And he ended up sending Archer out of the ring. And Darby Allin ended up following up with a tope suicida. So Darby Allin and Eddie Kingston were squaring off. They were both throwing hands. They were throwing slaps and forearms at each other. And so then we had the next 5 entrants enter the Battle Royal. So it was Ricky Starks, Jake Hager, Ray Phoenix, Swerve Strickland, and Keith Lee. Hager and Daniel Garcia were attacking Eddie Kingston. Keith Lee and Swerve Strickland, they worked together. They ended up attacking Tony Nese. Tony Nese and Swerve ended up fighting on the ring apron. Mark Sterling got involved, and Sterling ended up grabbing Swerve's leg. Keith Lee ended up coming in. He delivered a club and blow to Tony Nese. And then Tony Nese got eliminated because Keith Lee ended up shoving Tony Nese out. So Tony Nese was eliminated by Keith Lee. Lance Archer ended up delivering a crossbody to Keith Lee. He almost eliminated Keith Lee, but Keith Lee ended up hanging on. He got back into the ring. He ended up lifting Lance Archer. And he managed to push Lance Archer out of the ring, so Lance Archer got eliminated. And then we had the next entrance into the Battle Royal. We had John Silver, Konosuke Takeshita, Max Caster, and the Gun Club, Austin and Colton Gunn. So Max Caster ended up doing his rap while he made his way down to the ring. Phoenix ended up getting close to being eliminated by Swerve. Swerve then ended up trying to throw out John Silver, but Silver ended up hanging on to the bottom rope. The Gun Club ended up working on John Silver. Austin Gunn was almost eliminated by Silver, but Austin ended up hanging on to the rope. So then we had the next 5 entrants into the Battle Royal. So we had Powerhouse Will Hobbs, Bobby Fish, Kyle O'Reilly, Dante Martin, and Wheeler Yuta. Darby Allin ended up immediately going after Bobby Fish and Kyle O'Reilly. He ended up hitting his coffin drop to the outside. We had Max Caster being eliminated by Phoenix because Phoenix ended up drop-kicking Caster off the top turnbuckle. Keith Lee ended up delivering a double chop to both the Gun Club, to both Austin and Colton. Phoenix then delivered a double cutter to both of them. Keith Lee ended up charging from behind and eliminated both Austin and Colton. So Keith Lee and Swerve were laughing at them. So Swerve then ended up eliminating Keith Lee. Yeah, Swerve eliminated his tag team partner. So Keith Lee was eliminated. And then we had a Joker entrant into the Battle Royal, to which the Joker entrant was Andrade El Idolo. So good choice for Andrade to be the Joker. So Andrade ended up immediately going after Darby Allin. Andrade and Kyle O'Reilly started working together to attack Darby Allin. Eddie Kingston and Danny Garcia ended up brawling on the ring apron. So Hobbs ended up blasting John Silver off the apron. So Silver ended up getting eliminated by Hobbs. Danny Garcia ended up getting eliminated by Eddie Kingston. And Hager ended up eliminating Eddie Kingston. So then Hager was eliminated by Wheeler Yuta. So he had Takeshita and Powerhouse Will Hobbs. They were going back and forth. They would deliver some forearm strikes. So Hobbs ended up getting help from Ricky Starks to rush him off the apron. So we had Hobbs and Ricky Starks. They were working together to eliminate Dante Martin. Hobbs ended up sending him to the apron. Ricky Starks ended up pulling him down. So Dante Martin was eliminated by Hobbs and Ricky Starks. Takeshita was eliminated by Hobbs and Starks also. So then Phoenix ended up, just punching at Starks. He had springboarded with a kick to knock Starks out. So Starks ended up getting eliminated by Phoenix. So in the end, it was down to the final 4, which was Phoenix, Kyle O'Reilly, Wheeler Yuta, and Andrade. So we had Yuta end up fighting back with a missile drop kick to Andrade. Kyle O'Reilly ended up eating a German suplex. He charged back with a lariat. Andrade ended up catching Phoenix in midair. He then ended up swinging off the ropes to kick him. Phoenix ended up swinging off the ropes to kick Andrade. So we had Kyle O'Reilly and Andrade end up working together. But as Andrade ended up charging in, Wheeler Yuta and Kyle O'Reilly end up throwing Andrade out. So the two men started brawling back and forth. But in the end, Kyle O'Reilly ended up winning the match. So Kyle O'Reilly gets a shot at Jon Moxley in the main event of Dynamite tonight. But overall, the Battle Royal was just filler, in my opinion. And then we went to Jon Moxley backstage. Moxley was cutting a promo. He ended up saying that Kyle O'Reilly is in the wrong place at the wrong time, as the Forbidden Door belongs to him. So then Moxley ended up saying that he loves his mom. So that was that. Nice of Moxley saying that. So then it was revealed that a brand new AEW Championship is coming. And that championship is the All-Atlantic Championship, which will represent the fans in all the countries around the world who watch AEW. It's going to promise to bring fans the best of the best. So they announced that a tournament is kicking off with stars from around the world. And the winner will be crowned in a Fatal 4-Way match at Forbidden Door. So whoever wins the Fatal 4-Way will get to be the first ever All-Atlantic Champion. So we had the quarterfinals match in this All-Atlantic Championship tournament. It was Buddy Matthews versus Pac. And this was a good match here. Really enjoyed this match. The crowd here was really enjoying this match. You had the crowd standing up later on. Match started off with Buddy Matthews. He started working on Pac's arm. He was grinding Pac down to the mat. Pac fought back, and he was working on Buddy Matthews. He ended up sending Buddy Matthews out of the ring. So both Buddy Matthews and Pac end up on the outside. Buddy Matthews was sent over the timekeeper's table by Pac. So they then end up getting up to the top turnbuckle. Buddy Matthews ended up dropping down to the mat while launching Pac in the air. He ended up bouncing off the top turnbuckle to the floor. Matthews ended up dropping Pac onto the ring apron. So both guys end up re-entering the ring. And we had Buddy Matthews and Pac end up delivering some strikes and uppercuts to each other. Buddy Matthews ended up nailing a rising knee strike to Pac, which only allowed for Pac to fire back with a German suplex. And he also did a lariat to Buddy Matthews. So both Matthews and Pac end up heading up to the top turnbuckle. So we had Buddy Matthews end up dumping Pac out to the floor. He rolled through a sunset flip and connected with a Liger bomb. Pac ended up spiking Buddy Matthews with a poison rana. He had followed up with a pump kick in the corner. So Pac ended up heading up to the top, and he connected with the Black Arrow, and he went for the cover. And there you go. Pac ended up winning the match. So overall, good match between Buddy Matthews and Pac. Pac is advancing in this All-Atlantic Championship match. And then we had Eddie Kingston. Eddie Kingston was backstage, and I guess the producer was saying to Eddie Kingston, "Oh, this is how much time you have." To which Eddie Kingston was like, "Oh, I don't need that." He ended up saying that they gave him a minute. He ended up saying that Jake Hager cost him the chance to be world champion. He ends up saying that he hates the rest of the Jericho Appreciation Society. And Eddie Kingston ended up demanding that the staff don't count him down. So Eddie Kingston ended up announcing that Friday on Rampage, he wants Jake Hager. So we're going to be seeing that. But overall, very good backstage promo from Eddie Kingston. And then we had Trent Beretta. Trent Beretta ended up coming out, and he got on the mic. Trent Beretta ended up admitting that he's kind of bummed out because today is National Best Friends Day, but his friends aren't here. Beretta wanted to say that a few weeks ago, him and Rocky Romero had a match that they didn't win or lose. He kept saying that Roppongi Vice deserved another shot at the ROH, the Ring of Honor World Tag Team Championships. Beretta ended up going on to say that he knows FTR are fighting champions. So he ended up telling FTR to come out. FTR, Dax Harwood, Cash Wheeler, ended up coming out. and they got into the ring. Cash Wheeler ended up saying that the result of that match doesn't sit well with them either, as they want to show they're the best tag team on the planet. It is without a doubt that FTR are one of the best tag teams in all of professional wrestling. Or would end up saying that if it was up to them, they'd have done it tonight. You know what I'm saying? But Trent's partner is in Japan. So then we had the United Empire. Their music ended up hitting, and out came Will Ospreay. Will Ospreay, he's the leader of the United Empire. So he ended up waving his hand, and we had Aaron Henry and Aussie Open end up coming out. They ended up beating FTR and Trent Beretta down. And pretty much that was basically that. But overall, this was a shocking, segment here with Will Ospreay, coming, to AEW. But it was a good moment. And then we had Kyle O'Reilly backstage. Kyle O'Reilly was with Tony Schiavone. William Regal ended up appearing. He ended up saying that he taught them all a lot over the years. He ended up asking Kyle O'Reilly if he is ready for tonight. And so we had William Regal end up giving Kyle O'Reilly, the best wishes. He ended up saying that it will hurt him as he meditates. So he ended up saying as Kyle O'Reilly ended up getting his head caved in. O'Reilly ended up saying that he came here to fight the best and fight for the title. And that he will do both. So that was what Kyle O'Reilly had to say. And then we went to Hangman Page versus David Finlay. David Finlay, he is the son of Fit Finlay. My name is Finley, and I love to fight. And, Finlay, he was former United States champion. He had Hornswoggle by his side, and he is currently a producer for WWE. But this was a good match between Hangman and Finlay here, David Finlay. So Page ended up starting off the match. He ended up dropping Finlay with a shoulder tackle. And Adam Cole was on commentary for the match. David Finlay ended up responding with a drop kick to Page. Page ended up dropping Finlay with a back body drop. And he followed up with a big boot. And he delivered some chops to Finlay. So Page ended up sending Finlay outside the ring. He ended up leaping out of the ring to smash Finlay into the barricade. And Page ended up going over to this woman. And he ended up taking a sip of the woman's beer, which I thought was funny. So then Finlay ended up catching Page's knee. He ended up jaring it over his shoulder and nailed a chop block. So we had Page ended up sliding out of the ring, and David Finlay ended up pulling the ring apron just like his father did, because we all know Finlay used to love pulling the ring apron, trapping his opponents in there, start beating them down. So nice little tribute that David Finlay there to his father. So he pulled the ring apron, he trapped Page, started beating him down with some shots. So Finlay ended up hitting a body slam to Page directly onto the bottom rope. Page ended up trying to fight back. He ended up kicking Finlay away. Page ended up catching the crossbody attempt by Finlay, and he connected with the fallaway slam. Page ended up hitting the springboard clothesline, which knocked Finlay out to the floor. So at the end of the match, we had Paige end up connecting with the buckshot lariat to Finley. So he ended up going for the cover. And there you go. Hangman and Paige ended up winning the match. Post-match, Paige got on the mic, and he ended up saying that there's a lot he wants to say about the world title, but not tonight. Paige ended up saying that he wasn't in the Battle Royal, and it doesn't seem like he will get a title shot anytime soon. Paige ended up saying that he knows there isn't only one world title in pro wrestling. Paige ended up saying that at Forbidden Door, he wants the IWGP World Heavyweight Championship. So this led to Adam Cole getting up from commentary, getting on the mic. Cole ended up saying that it could end up being Jay White who was the champion. He ended up telling Paige that he's not a champion anymore, and that Paige lost the title. While Adam Cole, he ended up saying that he won the Owen Hart Foundation tournament, and that nobody will stop him. So Adam Cole ended up believing that he should get a shot at the title because he is the franchise player in AEW. So that was that. Paige, wants a shot at the IWGP World Heavyweight Championship, so he wants Okada. So that would be a awesome match there. And then we saw Thunder Rosa. Thunder Rosa was interviewed earlier. Thunder Rosa ended up saying that she's ready to issue a challenge. So Marina Shafir ended up coming up to Thunder Rosa. Thunder Rosa ended up asking Shafir if she has a problem. Shafir ended up saying that she would like to be Thunder Rosa's problem. And she'd like Thunder Rosa to solve her. So that was that. That was what kicked off having their match later on tonight. Thunder Rosa versus Marina Shafir for the AEW Women's World Championship. So that's what set it off there. And then we had Tony Schiavone. Tony Schiavone ended up bringing out Wardlow. Wardlow ended up coming out. He got a pop from the crowd, chants of Wardlow. Tony Schiavone ended up claiming that Wardlow opted not to be in the Battle Royal earlier in the night. And he knows there's something on Wardlow's mind. Wardlow ended up saying that the reason for that is that CM Punk is the champion. So if he's not beating Punk, he doesn't want the title yet. So Wardlow ended up telling Punk to heal up real quick because he will be waiting when he gets back. So Wardlow ended up saying that there is a title he does want. One that few men have carried that put respect to it. He ended up saying since then, those men have diminished this title. And that it was a title he had won 3 months ago and has thought about since that night. So Wardlow wants another shot at the TNT Championship. Because he ended up saying that it is time for a change around here. So that led to Scorpio Sky coming out. Scorpio Sky was walking to the ring. Dan Lambert and Ethan Page also came out. Lambert and Page end up stopping Scorpio Sky. They were claiming that Scorpio Sky has a bad knee, so Scorpio Sky, is injured there. So then Mark Sterling ended up appearing. Mark Sterling ended up saying that because he's a nice guy, he is giving Wardlow 2 options. And Sterling's 2 options for Wardlow is that Wardlow can face Sterling in the court of law. Or Wardlow can wrestle 20 security members in an elimination match. As either way, he pays. So that was what Mark Stone had to say. Either Wardlow faces him in the court of law, or wrestle 20 security guards in an elimination match next week on Dynamite. Best option, Wardlow will face those 20 security guards in an elimination match. So we'll possibly going to see that next week on Dynamite. And this is the best that they got for Wardlow after his match with MJF. This is the best that they got for him. Wardlow facing 20 security guards in an elimination match next week. You kidding me? So we all know Wardlow's going to win. And then we had the Young Bucks. The Young Bucks end up appearing, and they end up recapping their performance. From last week, they were talking up their clean win. And then they end up talking about their victory over the Lucha Brothers. They end up saying that they want their AEW World Tag Team titles back. So Matt and Jeff Hardy, the Hardy Boys, end up walking up to them. So Matt Hardy end up giving the Bucks crap for burying them. And Hardy end up pointing out that they beat them. They beat the Bucks at Double or Nothing. So clearly, they have a better claim. So then we saw Christian Cage and the Jurassic Express end up coming up. Christian Cage ended up saying that neither of them deserve a shot. But the Bucks end up pinning Jungle Boy in his hometown. So we had them end up saying that next week on Dynamite, the AEW World Tag Team Championships are going to be on the line. It's going to be the Hardys versus the Bucks versus Jurassic Express in a ladder match. So there you go. We're going to begin a ladder match next week on Dynamite for the AEW World Tag Team Championship. Should be an awesome match. The match is going to deliver next week. It's going to be highly entertaining, which, I hope so. It's going to get the crowd loving it. So, looking forward to the ladder match next week. And then we had the AEW Women's World Championship on the line. Thunder Rosa defending the title against Marina Shafir. This match was absolutely boring. Marina Shafir came out, and even her theme music puts you to sleep. Thunder Rosa here, she couldn't even carry Marina Shafir through the match. And the crowd didn't even care for this match. The crowd was in a coma. There was no noise from the crowd during this match, although you heard one person boo. Probably booed because this match was so fucking boring that nobody even wanted to see it. Marina Shafir, she needs to be stuck on AEW Dark. She's AEW Dark material. But she came out first, and then Thunder Rosa. Marina Shafir was dominating on Thunder Rosa. She ended up attacking Thunder Rosa in the corner. Thunder Rosa ended up rolling through a submission attempt. She began working on Marina Shafir's arm. Shafir ended up countering and started working on Thunder Rosa's feet. And Shafir ended up connecting with a snap suplex to Thunder Rosa. Shafir ended up hitting a big kick, which ended up stunning Thunder Rosa. So both women were exchanging kicks. And Marina Shafir ended up locking in the Boston Crab on Thunder Rosa before transitioning that into a Bulldog choke. Thunder Rosa ended up rocking Marina Shafir with some forearm strikes. She then ended up driving her knees into the corner on Marina Shafir. So at the end of the match, Thunder Rosa end up rolling up Marina Shafir. And there you go. Thunder Rosa end up winning the match, retaining the AEW Women's World Championship. Post-match, Marina Shafir end up attacking Thunder Rosa. Toni Storm ended up coming out. Toni Storm made the save. Toni Storm ended up delivering a German suplex to Marina Shafir. Toni Storm then ended up grabbing the AEW Women's World Championship, and she ended up handing it over to Thunder Rosa, but she ended up pausing. And pretty much that was basically that. So Toni Storm might be the next opponent to challenge Thunder Rosa for the AEW Women's World Championship. So that's going to be a pretty interesting match to see. You know, I like Thunder Rosa. I like Toni Storm. Them going to possibly have a match for the AEW Women's World Championship. Should be a great one. So, overall, Thunder Rosa versus Marina Shafir, absolutely boring match. Marina Shafir, just be on AEW Dark. Just keep her there. Marina Shafir is just NyQuil inducing, in my opinion. Just look at the match that we got tonight with Thunder Rosa. Like I said, Thunder Rosa couldn't even carry Marina Shafir through the match. That's how boring it was. And that's how the crowd didn't even react. They didn't give a shit. And then we saw Jade Cargill was being interviewed backstage. Jade Cargill was with her baddies, you know, Kiera Hogan, Red Velvet, and also Stokely Hathaway. Jade Cargill ended up saying that nobody can mind their business. Stokely Hathaway ended up agreeing with what Jade Cargill said there. And Stokely Hathaway was complaining about Anna Jay and Chris Statlander. So, yeah, I'm saying that Statlander is going to go one-on-one with Red Velvet on Rampage. And so Stokely ended up saying that nobody can beat Red Velvet. So there you go. We're going to get Red Velvet versus Chris Statlander on Rampage this Friday. But knowing the match, Chris Statlander is going to win it, in my opinion. That's my prediction. Main event. JON MOXLEY versus Kyle O'Reilly. Qualifying match for the interim AEW World Championship, which will be at Forbidden Door. And this was a good match here. So we had both Moxley and Kyle O'Reilly. They end up just going back and forth with each other. Moxley was looking to grapple Kyle O'Reilly. Kyle O'Reilly ended up going for some strikes at Moxley. Moxley ended up getting Kyle O'Reilly down. He started working on Kyle O'Reilly's hand. He ended up snapping Kyle O'Reilly's fingers, just like Pete Dunne or Butch now. So Moxley ended up getting more into the brawling on Kyle O'Reilly, just started stomping down on Kyle O'Reilly. So we had both guys going back and forth with some strikes. Moxley ended up charging in with some clotheslines in the corner to Kyle O'Reilly. He ended up going for another clothesline, but Kyle O'Reilly ended up hitting a drop kick to Moxley's knee. O'Reilly then ended up hanging up Moxley on the second rope. He ended up diving down with a knee strike, which started damaging more of Moxley's leg. Kyle O'Reilly ended up continuing attacking Moxley outside the ring with some kicks. Moxley ended up catching O'Reilly's foot, started throwing hands at O'Reilly. So Kyle O'Reilly ended up slamming Moxley's knee onto the ring apron, just continuing the attack on Moxley's hurt leg. Kyle O'Reilly ended up going up to the top rope, and Moxley ended up knocking Kyle O'Reilly down. And later on, we had Kyle O'Reilly end up breaking the chicken wing by Moxley. He ended up biting the ring ropes. Moxley then ended up booing the ropes away from Kyle O'Reilly and nailed a big lariat. He started hammering Kyle O'Reilly down with some elbows and knee strikes. O'Reilly ended up coming back with a knee strike to Moxley, but out of nowhere, Moxley ended up pinning a stunner to O'Reilly. To which Kyle O'Reilly followed up with a triangle submission, which he then translated into a knee bar. So Kyle O'Reilly ended up hitting a suplex to Moxley. So we had both Moxley and Kyle O'Reilly end up hitting a trio of double clotheslines. Moxley then ended up transitioning into the Bulldog choke. And he ended up coming out and hit the regal knee onto Kyle O'Reilly. And then the paradigm shift. And so he went for the cover. And there you go. Moxley ended up winning the match. Moxley is going to Forbidden Door to earn a shot at the interim AEW World Championship. So there you go. It was predictable. It was, the outcome was predictable. We all knew that Moxley was going to win the match. But overall, good match between Moxley and O'Reilly. And that was Dynamite tonight. Overall, the show was okay. It was filler. It was a filler show. Not one of their strongest shows, in my opinion. But okay show it was. But anyways, that's it for my review of tonight's AEW Dynamite. Thank you all for watching. Hope you all enjoyed this review. Definitely give the video a thumbs up, comment, subscribe, and until next video, I'll see you all later.